everybody. This is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. I'm back with another comic review. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder that the Mighty Mascots campaign is still live on Indiegogo for now. We are in the middle of fulfilling it. I've been a little slow with Plastic City happening the last week and, a few other things going on. But we've managed to get about 60 or 70 packages out, and then I think about 130 more. There should be another 15 going out by the end of this week, and then hopefully I'll keep with the 10 to 15 a week until we're fulfilled. So hopefully if that all goes to plan, we'll probably be done in another month or two, So yeah, the campaign will probably be up at least till then. So if you are thinking about backing it, definitely check it out because I'm probably going to close it out right after that. So, all right. So now that we get the promos out of the way, this week's review is the Nightclub miniseries. This is put out by Image Comics. The creative team on this is Mark Millar is the writer-creator. The artist is, I'm going to butcher this name. I think it's Juanan. So it's Juan and then A-N at the end. And the last name is Ramirez. So I can get that right. Colorist is Fabiana Mascolo. And the letterer is Clem Robbins. And so to give you a little short summary of Nightclub, it's basically a superhero story, but done through three main characters who are teenagers who are vampires. So that's kind of interesting. But here is the synopsis for Nightclub. You're 17 years old and you've been bitten by a vampire. Do you live in the shadows and drink human blood? Or do you use your newfound gifts for the dream costume superhero life you've always wanted? You're bulletproof, you can crawl up walls, and you can turn to mist, bats, or even a wolf. Why not have a little fun? So that's a synopsis for Nightclub. I'm not going to give too many spoilers here, but it's basically about a kid who is trying to be like a YouTube kind of star, and he does like a little bit of a stunt that kind of goes wrong and ends up basically almost paralyzed in the hospital. And then while he's in the hospital, this cop shows up. And turns out the cop is a vampire who bites the kid, and the kid recovers and becomes like, a vampire. But then he decides to bring his two friends into the life and make them vampires as well. And then they start basically doing good deeds, basically. But also there's a catch. It's almost like a work for hire, almost like Heroes for Hire. So they charge for their services, and they go out at night, or they go out during the day and night, but they wear like these luchador themed kind of masks. So and I guess they call themselves the Nightclub. That's what the book's called, but I don't know if that's their official team name or whatever, And then it's 6 issues, and things start to get crazier by the issue until they're fighting for their lives, basically. I don't want to give too much away because it's a good book and I think you should read it. I'm kind of sick of the whole vampire thing, but this was kind of fun. It was fresh, different, and I like it was used as like a superhero story. So I felt like it was, not something that I've seen that's new, or original, but it has enough differences from other stories that I think you'll enjoy it. So that's my critique of the story. So the artwork is great. I've never heard of Juanan Ramirez, but I really liked his artwork. He was a nice, I guess Mark Millar always has nice looking art on his books. So I got to hand it to him. I don't know if this guy has done any other work. If anyone out there knows, you can, definitely comment, because I wouldn't mind looking at some of his other projects that he worked on. But yeah, really nice. The characters are very expressive. Storytelling is well done. The The colors too by a Fabiana Mascalo are really good as well. They really complement the mood and the setting of the story. Lettering is strong too as well from Clem. So yeah, no, I really was happy with this. The other thing that's really neat about this book is that I don't know if you saw, I don't know how much you follow comic book news, but Mark Millar offered this book at $2 an issue, which was kind of unprecedented, for a big mainstream title from Image doing that. I mean, my former publisher Alterna has been doing it for a while before this, and so I know at the time when this was coming out, they were claiming like, oh my god, we're like the first publisher to do this, and they're really not. I mean, you got to give Alterna credit for going back to newsprint and doing this first. So sorry, Mark, unfortunately, they were first with the lower price tier. But I commend, you could have easily sat back and you probably could have charged $5 for this book and people would have bought it. But the fact that you did $2 an issue, and yeah, it's totally worth picking up. It's as good as any of the other Millar World books that are coming out. I enjoyed most of his stuff. I've gotten most of the Millar World projects, except for maybe I still haven't gotten the Jupiter stuff, and I know I read one of the American Jesus storylines, but I didn't read the other ones. So eventually I may get those, but I've gotten everything else pretty much from Mark Millar, the Magic Order, the what's this other one? Nemesis, there's a few others. He has a whole list in the back of each book. But yeah, no, I'd say this is worth it. If you can find the single issues, it's only $2 an issue, and it was a 6-issue mini series, and it's a standard size book. So it looks like, the standard like 24 pages. It's yeah, totally worth the money. And it's, as like I said, as good as any of his other stuff. It's interesting too that he made the kids vampires as the main characters, which I thought was kind of cool. I like the heroes for hire aspect of it too. So yeah, no, and he left it open ended for more, which yeah, definitely bring it on. And I look forward to reading his new. He's doing a company wide crossover. I think the first couple of issues are out now. It's called Big Game. I covered this in one of my recommended videos, and it's supposed to cross over everybody in the Millar world. So I wonder if Nightclub will be in there. I'll have to read it and let you guys know. I'm going to wait until I have all 6, and then I'll read that all together in one story or one sitting. Should be a lot of fun. And the other thing I wanted to mention too, I know he does a lot of this for Netflix. Like I think like everything he creates under his Millar world, I think is Netflix has an option to make it into a movie or a TV show. I will say that I have not been too crazy about any of this Netflix stuff that's come out, like the Jupiter Ascending, or no, is it Jupiter's Legacy, I think, came out. I wasn't too impressed with that. I didn't really care about the Super Crooks anime. I thought it strayed way too far from what that was about. But yeah, I think if they ever do Magic Order, I think that could be a good one. That's probably my favorite title by Mark Millar out of the Millar world stuff. Although I would say this Nightclub is right up there. It's very good. So, and I also like the latest Nemesis Reloaded too. So, but yeah, that's it, everybody. So I would recommend this. I'd say if you're a fan of vampire heroes like Blade or Morbius, things like that, I Vampire, the Creature Commandos, for stuff from the big two like that. I think you would like Nightclub. It's fresh, it's different, it's cheap, the quality is always good, so I would recommend this. So pick it up if you can. If not, I'm sure the collected edition is right around the corner. But all right, everybody, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share this video, and join us Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern for our live streams where we interview indie creators and talk about our love of comics. So, all right, everybody, I hope you have a great week and read some comics. All right, everybody, talk to you later. Bye.